Dalton and Veronica got up the next morning and took a walk to Lake Serenity. Sure is a beautiful morning, isn't it, Veronica? Yes, it is. The temperature seems ideal. This feeling of just being alive and with your lover on a serene beach seems like the ultimate pleasure at the moment. I agree. Would you like to go to the movies tonight? Sure. The popcorn is delicious there, but does the person who serves it to you always demand that you convince them on a psychic level how much you truly enjoy the popcorn before you get it? Yeah. Why? I think that's ridiculous. Well, the person at the concession booth wants to know for sure that you truly are enjoying the taste sensation of the popcorn and buttery topping as it excites your taste buds. He or she has a lot of integrity as a movie employee. Still seems ridiculous to me. What movie do you want to see tonight? They're showing Jaws 4 tonight with Mike Meyer as the character that was portrayed in the original Jaws by Richard Travis. Let's go. The evening arrives, and Mike and Veronica go to the Dream Love Theater to see Jaws 4. They walk up to the concession booth to order popcorn. Excuse me, ma'am. My girlfriend and I would like a bucket of popcorn. You said that you would like a bucket of popcorn. Yes. That's not very convincing. You must express a desire so strong to obtain a bucket of popcorn that it manifests itself as an obsession, the non fulfillment of which would result in you exhibiting maniacal behaviors and going on a killing spree. Listen, lady, I'm not going to go on a killing spree if I don't get a bucket of popcorn. I'm not that insane. It's just that the craving that I have for the popcorn is so intense that I really want that fucking bucket of popcorn. That's not a strong enough desire to get this popcorn. That doesn't show enough respect for how delicious this popcorn is. We want people who would go on a killing spree if they didn't get a bucket of popcorn. A killing spree. I'm just kidding. But you really have to express the utmost sincerity of your craving for this popcorn to get it. I'm sorry, I can't. It's just popcorn. It's not that extraordinary of a pleasure. It's just a nice thing to eat. You were exaggerating the pleasure you get from eating this popcorn. I am. Oh, no, I'm not. This popcorn stimulates your taste buds in a way that heightens your senses and brings your spirit to new plateaus of human enlightenment. Yeah, right. Believe it or not, it does. Can I please have a bucket of popcorn, ma'am? Look into my eyes and connect with my soul on an esoteric level, convincing me that you want it. Okay, I'll try. Dalton looks into the eyes of the woman at the concession booth and tries to convince her that he truly wants a bucket of popcorn. It's got like salt, the stuff, the butter. Oh God, you chew into it, and it's like it kind of like it excites your taste buds. It's like popcorn. How could you not want that? especially at the movie theaters with that butter that they put on is like more like motor oil. Oh God. There, are you satisfied? No, not at all. I put every amount of psychic energy I had that I have in trying to persuade you that I want a bucket of popcorn. It didn't work. Would you like to try, Veronica? Sure. Veronica looks into the eyes of the woman at the concession booth with her intense passion to get a bucket of popcorn. There you go, Veronica. You get a bucket of popcorn. Thanks. What? Are you fucking kidding me? She gets to have a bucket of popcorn? What did she do differently? Her utmost sincerity to obtain a bucket of popcorn was truly conveyed to me on a spiritual level. When she looked in my eyes and tried to convince me of her wanting for a bucket of popcorn, not only did she convince me of said wanting, but our souls were momentarily suspended on a spiritual plane of existence where we wallowed in the pleasure of culinary delight. I tried really hard to convince you that I wanted a bucket of popcorn, okay, man? Um, Maybe next time. Can I have some of hers? No, absolutely not. What can I have? You can have a Mounds bar and a glass of water. A Mounds bar? Those fucking suck. I don't want a fucking Mounds bar. I hate coconut. Too bad. That's all you can have. A Mounds bar. That's all you get. A Mounds bar? Okay, give me the fucking Mounds bar. Here you go. Here's your Mounds bar. Enjoy it. I sure won't. Let's go into the theater to watch the movie. Sure. Del and Veronica go to the movie theater to watch Jaws 4. In Jaws 4, the shark has evolved to be able to levitate above the ocean and attack people right on the beach. This is a great movie. It sure is. Dalton and Veronica had a wonderful evening. Here's an excerpt from the movie Jaws 4 that Dalton and Veronica watched at the Dreamlove Theater. Scene 1. The character that Mike Meyer portrays, Hugh Tamlinson, is on a boat at sea communicating with the people of the command center about the shark with his walkie-talkie. Is that you, Sheila? Do you read me? We have a big problem here. This motherfucking shark has really evolved. What? I didn't steal your goobers. Did you check the pantry? Then check it. Anyways, we have a massive problem. The shark has evolved to have the ability to fly. What? Yes, you heard me correctly. Fly. I've never seen anything so fucking terrifying. I saw a fat guy on the beach yesterday eating a hoagie in broad daylight. When suddenly the shark emerged from out of the ocean and not only ate the rest of the fat guy's hoagie, but took a bite out of his face. It then started laughing. What? I'm not kidding. The shark started laughing. Yeah, it must have evolved to have the ability to laugh. I never saw a shark laugh. What? Where did the shark go after it attacked the fat guy? When it was done attacking the fat guy, it boarded some kind of spacecraft that started to that seemed to go into outer space at an amazing speed. What? Is the fat guy still alive? Yes, the fat guy is still alive. The fat guy has a part of his face missing. What? Okay, we'll talk about this tomorrow. Bye, I'll see you. After the movie, Dalton and Veronica went back to Veronica's lake house for drinks. They were sitting in Veronica's living room couch talking. Um, how did you like the movie? I thought it was great. Special effects in particular were impressive. What do you think the true meaning of life is, Veronica? That's a deep question. It might take me a while to answer that. Life is complex. People build things. They go to work. They are entertained by other people. Then they go to bed. Then suddenly it's all over. What's important is what remains. Society and material things are temporary, and enduring love is what matters most. That is part of why I believe in immortal love. So do I, Veronica. I'm immortally in love with you. And I am in love with you. Let's go to see another movie tomorrow. Sure. Dalton and Veronica had a terrific evening. Dalton and Veronica were sitting on the beach by the lake discussing Jaws 4. That was an entertaining movie that we saw. I hope there's going to be something great at the movie theater tonight. Well, there should be. The movies at the Dreamworld Theater start at 7 p.m. tonight. We should just go there at that time and see what they have. Sure. Evening arrives and Dalton and Veronica go to the Dreamworld Theater to see what they have. They walk up to the ticket booth, which is occupied by Mike Meyer, Christian Slater, and Winona Ryder, circa 1989 when the movie Heathers premiered. Dalton walks up to the concession booth to inquire about tickets. What? What do you mean, what? Are you Mike Meyer from the year 1989? Good guess. That is correct. I am. What are you doing here in 2022 at a movie concession booth within the archetypal realm of movies where Heathers 2 exist? Christian Slater responds to this. Let me explain something, Dalton. Perception born out of matter gives a human form the illusion of existential truths. This is what is known as reality. The truth is, reality exists in an infinite expanse of permutations. Come explore another reality. What was that? That's the introduction to Mike Show Another Reality that exists in the realm of material reality. He, I, and Winona have crossed over from the material realm of reality, world of reality, to this archetypal realm of reality where Heathers 2 exists to show you the premiere of Heathers at the Dreamworld Theater. Does this exist in tandem with the showing Heathers in the world of material reality? Yes. Enjoy the premiere of Heathers here at the Dream Love Theater. Keep in mind, Dalton, that you are not only watching the premiere of Heathers in the Dream Love Theater in tandem with the showing of it in the realm of material reality, but you are also being filmed for an episode of another reality that exists in the realm of material reality. This is far out. Also, remember that the series of events that have taken place in this have been predetermined by me, including this conversation we were having. That is amazing. It's another reality. Dalton and Veronica were sitting in their seats at the Dreamwell Theater enjoying the premiere of Heathers when a friend of Dalton's approached them. Hi, Dalton. It's nice to see you. Hi, Hugh. I haven't seen you in a long time. Yeah. It's been a while. I heard about the premiere of Heathers here at the Dreamwell Theater. I read some great reviews about it. It's supposed to be original and brilliant. I heard that too. um, who is this beautiful woman sitting next to you? Oh, hi, this is Veronica, my girlfriend. She's the principal of Westerberg High School. It's nice to meet you, Hugh. It's nice to meet you, Veronica. Where is Mindy, Hugh? I've got something to tell you. I've fallen out of love with Mindy. I found a new woman. Her name is Penelope. I thought you were in a wonderful relationship with Mindy. I reached for more out of our relationship than Mindy was able to offer me. Our lives together were soulless and boring. With Penelope, I find new levels of romantic engagement that brings me to heights of both psychic and sexual fulfillment. The only problem is Penelope won't let go. She's hanging on to me. I've been trying to think of ways to get rid of her. Something I thought of the other day is that if I could convince her that I am really a robot, she wouldn't want me. Do you know how hard it is to convince another person that you are a robot? I've got to try. Is she really holding on that firmly to your relationship? Believe me, Veronica, she won't let go. When I try to tell her that I don't think we belong together, she cries harder than any human being I have ever seen. Her eyes are flooded with tears. She sobs like a maniac. It's the most intensely emotional thing I've ever seen. Maybe that is a good idea, Hugh. I'm glad you're seeing it my way now, Dalton. Wow, there she is. She's here. Do you see her? She's the girl with the short blonde hair. I see her. Mindy approaches them. Hi, Hugh. Why didn't you invite me to see the premiere of Heathers with you? Mindy, I've got something to tell you. I'm a robot. A robot? You heard me correctly, Mindy. A robot. Do you want to date a robot? You're not a robot. I sure the fuck am. How do you explain all that personality and charm that you have? No robot has that much charisma. You'd be surprised, Mindy. Engineers are creating robots to be more sophisticated than ever. All of a sudden, Penelope walks into the Dream Love Theater. She has also come to see the premiere of Heathers. Oh, hi, Hugh. I didn't know you would be here. Is this the bitch you have been dating, Hugh? Yes, it is. Who is this bitch? Oh, sorry, Penelope. This is Mindy, the woman I am trying to end my relationship with so I can date you. Do you know how rude that is, prick? I tried nicely to end our relationship, Mindy. You just wouldn't let go. I wouldn't let go, so now you try to convince me that you're a robot? Do you really think that I was going to fall for that? I am a robot, Mindy. All of a sudden, Penelope starts letting smoke out of her eyes. She is seeming to collapse and disassemble like some kind of piece of malfunctioning equipment. Somebody help me. There's an instruction manual in my front pocket. I need repairs. I need some assistance. What the fuck? Is this a robot? Dalton pulls out the instruction manual from Penelope's front pocket. He follows the directions. He puts some spark plugs into Penelope's aortic system and reconnects some loose connections. She is now functioning perfectly. You're a robot, Penelope? Yeah, probably should have told you. She's a robot. I'm a human being. You chose a robot over me. Are you still more in love with her? To tell you the truth, yes. I've fallen in love with a female robot, Mindy. She fucks with an exotic rhythm that brings me to such a transcendent orgasmic state that I can see into the very depths of immortal love. You're not really a robot yourself, are you, Hugh? No, but I'm in love with a robot. As heartbreaking as this is, keep her. I hope you find. I'll see you, Mindy. I hope you find true love. Mindy goes off into the night. The rest of them watch the premiere of Heathers. They had a wonderful evening. Dalton and Veronica went back to Lake Serenity that evening and took a boat out on the lake. It was a calm night in late July. And the air temperature was both soothing and comfortable, feeling like a gentle massage to a tired body. This is so romantic, Dalton. Oh, I agree. Just to be here with you on this peaceful lake and look into your beautiful eyes is the ultimate experience of fulfillment for me. This is true romance, yeah. I feel as though it's just you and me staring into the face of eternally transcendent pleasure. It's not a mere fleeting physical pleasure, such as those pleasures known to strictly earthbound mortals. It is a pleasure of the awakened soul that truly has found love. It's a feeling of being isolated in space and time, with just you and the beauty of the enlightened human mind. That was beautifully stated. I want to kiss you. Go ahead. Dalton kisses Veronica. The exquisite pleasure of kissing your soft, supple lips of luxury is a pleasure that is only heightened by my feeling of being loved by you. Our love is eternal. Would you like to go see a movie at the Dreamlove Theater tonight? Sure, what's playing? A movie titled Romantic Destiny. Sure, the next evening arrives in Dublin, Veronica. Go to the Dreamlove Theater to see the movie. As usually, I go to the concession booth to order a bucket of popcorn. They see the same woman there. How can I help you, people? I would like a bucket of popcorn. You said that you would like a bucket of popcorn. It's not very convincing. Oh, not this again. You've got to be kidding me. You're going to put me through this again. You're not getting a bucket of popcorn unless you firmly convince me of your desire for it. I agree with Dalton. It's just popcorn, and he really does want it. Any patron who obtains a bucket of popcorn at this place has truly conveyed the utmost sincerity of his or her wanting for it, beyond the shadow of a doubt. It must be unequivocal. Don't you think that's a slightly pretentious attitude to have about popcorn? Pretentious? Not at all. It is fucking pretentious. You've tasted the popcorn. You know how special it is. If you remember correctly, ma'am, all I had was a Mounds bar and it was fucking disgusting as usual. If I'm not convinced on a psychic level of your wanting for a bucket of popcorn, you're not getting it. Believe me, the wanting is big. The wanting exists. Okay, both of you, look at me and try to convince me on a psychic level of your desire to obtain a popcorn. Dalton and Veronica looked at the deeply into the woman's eyes, trying to convince her. I'm convinced. Terrific. Give us the fucking bucket of popcorn. The woman gives Dalton and Veronica a bucket of popcorn. They go to the movie theater and watch the movie. They had a wonderful evening. Dalton and Veronica went back to Veronica's lake house that evening to talk and have a drink. It was a beautiful moonlight evening as Veronica cruised at a relaxed speed in her baby blue Porsche on the desolate road through the town of Lake Serenity. Let's stop at the convenience store in town for some booze. How about some Anchor steamed beer? Sure. I think that would be, I think they have that there. Veronica pulled up to the Happy Hut convenience store and walked inside. They were greeted by a tall woman with brunette hair. Welcome to the Happy Hut on this fine July evening. How may I be of your assistance? Where do you keep the Anchor Steam beer? It's there in the refrigerator, in the bear refrigerator. Do you see it? I see it. Veronica walks up to the bear refrigerator and pulls out a case of Anchor Steam beer for her and Dalton to enjoy. They purchase it. There you go. Have a nice evening. Bye. Before you people go, I have something to warn you about. Warn us about? There's an unseen presence lurking about in the woods near Lake Serenity. An unseen presence? How do you know? Because I am psychically connected to nature. I was born under circumstances in which, at the moment of my birth, the light from the formation of clusters of stars in a galaxy not yet discovered by astronomers, only discovered in my subconscious by the traveling through time and space of my soul, in a lucid dream entered my eyes at the very moment that it reached the Earth from 7 billion light years away. How were you able to discover this galaxy in a lucid dream if it was already discovered by you at the moment of your birth? My soul has wandered the universe for a time immemorial. I'm the nature goddess, and I'm the key element that brings harmony into nature. As a disembodied soul, I had this lucid dream. In it, I discovered the Penelope galaxy. At the moment of my birth, the light from the cluster of stars entered my eyes, and I was born into humanity as I maintain a dual human goddess form. It's named the Penelope galaxy. That's cool. I know. Here I thought you were just a lonely woman in a gritty apartment earning minimum wage at the Happy Hut. And it turns out that you are the nature goddess working at the Happy Hut. This is fascinating. You people have a wonderful evening, but please heed my advice. Watch out for the unseen presence. I'm not sure yet if it's a sinister presence or it's peaceable. We'll watch out for the unseen presence. Yeah, we'll beware of the unseen presence. So long. Dalton and Veronica drive back to Veronica's lake house and sit on the beach, on the back patio, to drink and talk. What a beautiful evening. Me, you, and the lake, and a beautiful summer breeze with a view of Lake Serenity being kissed by the moonlight. I couldn't ask for more. Do you feel any unseen presence, Veronica? No, I don't feel any unseen presence. How do you feel an unseen presence? I don't know. I'm trying to feel the unseen presence, but I can't. Maybe it's something as indefinable. Maybe it's something that a person can only intuit. Sure, maybe. Whatever the unseen presence is, I'm sure not feeling it. All I'm feeling is a union of souls with you, Veronica. As I look deeply into your beautiful brown eyes, I'm feeling that too. Why do we believe in the New Age Huey that we heard from the woman at the Happy Hut? I believe the woman at the Happy Hut, Dalton. I believe in the possibility of truly transcendent phenomenon. What good would life be if it was merely stark existence with nothing but a miserable life of struggle and then death? Sure, but that still could just have been some charlatan or scam artist. We'll know for sure if we ever feel the unseen presence. That's correct. Let's just enjoy the evening. Dalton and Veronica had a wonderful evening. Dalton and Veronica get up the next morning and took a walk to the beach at Lake Serenity. It was a very serene day. There was a mild breeze gently massaging the skin. blowing from the southeast, and the temperature remained around 72 degrees Fahrenheit for the morning. I'm still trying to figure out what the unseen presence is that the woman at the Happy Hut was referring to. So am I. I wonder if it's a peaceable presence or a sinister presence. Hey, look, Veronica. Did you see that? I saw it. It's a head that emerged from the surface of the lake. It looks somewhat human, but with some hideously powerful looking characteristics to it that would seem to suggest that perhaps it is some kind of a cross between a man and a monster. Do you believe in monsters? Yeah. How would you define a monster? We are human beings living in the animal kingdom. Genetically, we share a high percentage of the same DNA of our animal ancestors. What distinguishes us as human beings is a layer on our brains known as the cerebral cortex. This region of the brain is responsible for higher order functioning of the human mind and abstract thinking. Alongside the evolution of man, there was a split in the evolutionary path that formed a type of beast that is very human in many of its intellectual capacities, but is also deeply in touch with its reptilian brain, which is the region of the brain that is given to hostility. And evil without remorse. Now, Veronica, for a principle, you have an intimate grasp of some complex scientific concepts. Thanks. Wow, look, it's Kando from Planet Jondaku hovering above the lake in a spaceship. Kando hovers above Lake Serenity in a spaceship, and let's open a door from which extends a platform in which he walks onto. Greetings, Earthlings. I hope the morning finds you in a happy state. Hi, Kando. Good morning, Kando. Have any of you seen Isadorax? I'm sorry, Kando. I haven't seen her. Neither have I, Kando. I'm truly devastated. My life is aimless without Isadorax. I would keep trying to get her back, Kando. She failed the restraining order. I can't come near her. That's very sad, Kando, but was your behavior inappropriate towards her? Why did she file a restraining order? I've been spying on her, following her around wherever she goes, taunting her and pleading with her to come back to me. That is very inappropriate behavior, Kando. Not to mention desperate and pathetic. All of a sudden, Isadora is seen on the beach in the distance. She approaches them and looks up at the spaceship to see Kando hovering up there. Kando? Isadorax, I've decided to come back to you. I've dropped the restraining order. You dropped the restraining order? I can come near you and hold you in my loving arms? Come to me, Kando. Hold me in your loving arms. Kando and Isadorax stand on the beach together, arms around each other in a beautiful love embrace that fills not only their hearts with supreme mirth, but also the hearts of those around them, except for the monster by the lake who emerges from the surface of the lake in a predatory stance, mauling Kando and Isadorax. Isadorax is able to, with the power of her stare, levitate the monster above the lake, trapping it in a suspended position where it screams in agony. That was amazing, Isadorax. It's so good to be back with you. I've just finally decided to forgive you for cheating on me with a robot slut. I'm thrilled to be back with you. Kando and Isadorax climb on board with their spaceship and teleport back to Planet Jondaku. That was amazing. It sure was. Do you feel any unseen presence yet? No, I don't feel it yet. It must be some kind of presence beyond the tangible world of human existence that is a pure state of being. I agree. Dalton and Veronica had a wonderful evening.